I walked into the break room and caught one of the senior managers watching porn on his laptop.
Oh, no. God, that's so weird. When you're trying to park down the street and you just whack it into reverse and you're about to spin it in there, and some old man will appear in my rear vision mirror going, yes, I know how to go. I know which way to go. Can we be real, Bagsy? How are you?
Mate, how the bloody hell are we?
Oh,
I'm moving the curtains.
Amazing
I'm
here
moving the curtains.
Sizzle City.
In Sizzle City.
Yeah, can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
Can you see me when I'm in the sizzle? Like it's just a frisson in the air.
I don't know why in the days leading up to you getting here, I do get really excited. I don't know, but you don't feel the same way. And I think it just goes to show how
because I'm always with me. I'm always with me,
yeah.
So I'm used to it.
Yeah.
But I can understand that when I'm coming,
it starts getting bloody exciting.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I've heard that.
I start, dusting the studio out.
That's
getting
bullshit,
it ready.
Because I can see it has... I can see that's bullshit.
Yeah, we've got to get the...
I won't get into the specifics,
the gurney in here.
Well, just...
Mate, this is showbiz. No one can see down there.
Just give it a back.
You know what it's like. You've done the project before.
Yeah, they
that
used to
thing looks like a
vacuum
piece of shit behind
It is. There's a lot of gaffer tape behind that desk.
No gaffer tape in here, mate.
No.
Not one bit. Just wires everywhere.
And don't forget, Steve Price's chair's got a cushion on it.
Yeah. This is a little fella that hosts the TV show.
Little tiny angry man. But hey, have you seen the footy? Mate, people say Australians are tough, and we are.
Are we?
Oh, as
I feel like Russians and Germans are much tougher than us, mate.
What about Israelis?
Oh, they're tough. Yeah, we're not tough, mate. I don't think we're tough at all.
I think we talk a big game, but also people think we're tough because people think, oh, don't you have all those killer animals down there?
Oh, yeah.
And the truth of the matter is we never see them. We don't, you don't run into them really. But have you seen the video of the Israelis at the beach with all the sharks?
No.
Oh, mate, this is unbelievable. It's in a town called Hadera, I think it is. It's like a beach town. And I start seeing these videos of people dead set. Imagine with your little kids, like Edie's age, like my niece's age, 6 years old, in their bathers, standing in the water like this, while their dads are filming big sharks swimming between them, bumping into them. And the dads, I don't speak Hebrew. I think that's the language they speak there. I'm not sure what the language is they speak in Israel, but I don't speak it. But it's unmistakably the dads are saying, you'll be right, when the kids are going.
But are they different sharks over there?
Mate?
Or are they the same type of shark that we have here? Because the bull shark that we have here in like the harbour, that's a little aggressive fucker, right?
Mate, great whites aren't great.
No, great white, but are these can't be great whites.
Well, I'll tell you this. Let me tell you this much.
Are they?
A couple of days after this, they ate a bloke.
Okay.
A bloke was eaten.
Right. Which, that happens. That happened at Coolangatta on the bloody Gold Coast.
It happens.
Remember that bloke went out just for a swim off the rocks and then got eaten by a bloody shark?
It happens off Sydney. It happens off Perth. It happens off South Australia all the time.
You're in their territory.
I get that, but what I'm saying is when we know they're in there, we don't shepherd our children out to take videos with them.
But well, not videos, but I guess that Coolangatta moment, which is a place in Australia that is a very popular beach. People would have been swimming there that day, and there would have been a shark attack. So I guess that happens.
It's not
mate.
the same.
It's not the same.
When we know there's sharks in there, we have the respect to get out and go to the next beach down. And assume the shark's not going to realise where we've gone.
He can't be fucked getting down here.
He's going to go, oh, where the fuck did they all go? He's not going to go, I bet they've gone to Burleigh. He's not going to try and follow us to another beach, right? But these guys, I feel like it was disrespectful. I feel like the sharks must be going, you are taking the piss. Out here, there's one video of a lady on a paddleboard just standing there with sharks going under her, and she sort of gets so excited she falls off the paddleboard on top of a shark.
I love it. You know who you need? You need Mick Fanning. That's what you need.
Mick Fanning.
You need punching the fucking shark.
Fucking job it.
How great was that moment?
It was amazing. But he's traumatised. Mick Fanning's a surfing champion. He's been traumatised by that ever since. Hasn't stopped him surfing, obviously. But I feel like Mick doesn't want to know what's going on in Israel. And there's a lot of things we don't want to know about that are going on in Israel. But I'll add one to the list. The way they treat sharks.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful. And no wonder the sharks just went, right, we're going to eat one of you. This is ridiculous. What do you think's going on here?
Yeah.
This isn't a theme park.
Yeah.
Not a fucking dolphin.
A fucking house.
I mean, I am deadly.
Yeah.
Right, eat him. Eat him. Eat him. Because they're not, and they don't.
They always say just to be calm around the shark. And
I thought they said poke its eyes out.
Well, yeah, punch it in the eye, like Mick Fanning style.
Poke it, yeah.
What do you mean, who's poking?
No, you meant to poke their eyes.
What do you mean poke their eyes?
Just get
Who's got
around
the time to poke a fucking shark's eye?
Line them up as they're coming for you. Line them up and then just get around the side and poke.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's what you meant to do.
Jesus. But they do say just to stay calm, and I can't imagine that scenario ever happening where I'm in the water and I'm calm and there's a fucking shark around me.
You're not Israeli because they are.
They're calm. The kids are calm.
The kids aren't calm. The kids are relying on looking up at their dads, and their dads going, "You'll be right. It's a good video. Just, you're right. It's not going to hurt you. You can. It's a shark, mate. It's not a pit bull, which might hurt you as well. But Israelis, they're hard. And just the other day, a bloke in the Philippines thought he was at a zoo, and he saw a crocodile, but he thought it was a crocodile statue because it was real still. So he jumped in. He jumped in. And it didn't eat him, but it messed him up.
How?
Death rolled him.
Bullshit.
No bullshit, mate. It grabbed hold of him and spun him around trying to make bits of him fly off.
We are hardcore here in Australia with our animals in that way, I guess.
Have you seen a crocodile up close? There's one in Melbourne.
Australia Zoo.
Yeah, right, of course we have.
Sunshine Coast, mate.
There's also one in the Melbourne Aquarium that's in...
mate, the old thing.
Yeah, it's not cool. It's
giant. And it swims
really
up against that glass?
Yeah, but it's really still.
Thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not really very cool, is it? Because it's quite a small enclosure, I think.
Yeah.
And
but it's fucking massive.
It's massive, but it doesn't move either. And I remember taking the kids there.
If you were that big, would you be fucking moving? I'd be like, oh, fuck this shit.
I don't move a lot as it is, let's be honest. But but I can understand they do stay very still for long periods of time. Yeah. I don't know that I'd risk it by trying to jump on it and get a photo with it if I thought it was a statue. But I remember when this thing moved in the Melbourne Aquarium, I was shocked because it was so still for so long, and then suddenly it just
had a look at you.
Yeah,
opened an eye. I feel like the only time I ever see a crocodile excited is when they put that chicken out on the string. On
that thing.
That's the only time you see an active crocodile, and then the rest of the time they're always laying around.
They're just laying
chilling
around, laying on the side of the banks there,
hanging out with Bindi and Bob.
Mate, I tell you what, Israelis, I've got a new found respect for how tough these motherfuckers are.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to be pretty tough to be at war with people for 80 years. I get that, but...
Have you ever swum with the sharks or swum with the...
Remember Tommy Little and I went out, we were supposed to go out and see great whites, and we got in the cage and everything, and none of them came. It was like the guys on the boat were going, we can't actually believe this, like...
Because they throw burley out in the water to try and...
They're not allowed to burley.
They're not allowed to burley?
No, you're not allowed to burley.
Throw blood out there or anything like that? Why can't they do that?
Because they reckon that trains them to hang around boats, which they do, I mean, anyway, if people are fishing, but they don't want to train these like 4-metre great whites to come up to boats or come up to divers.
Right, and have a crack.
Yeah, and have a lot of blood in the water. See that bloke? There was a bloke who was in he was filming it for TV. He was in a glass box watching great whites, and this huge great white came up from under and smashed it to pieces. And again, I'm like, that's so, what are you doing? And he's wearing a black wetsuit. He's in there looking like the fattest, juiciest seal you've ever seen in your life in a glass box that the poor shark can't even see it's there. We've lost our respect. No wonder they're eating us.
So how long were you in the tank for?
Hours.
Just you and Tommy just hanging out, and they're just going, fuck, where's this fucking shark?
Just looking at each other, going... And when we first got in, I mean, can you imagine the terror when you're first climbing down in there?
Because you think it's going to come straight away, right?
We're just like, oh my God, what are we going to see? What's it going to look like? We just look at each other in our masks. Our bubbles going up.
Are you giving thumbs up to each other?
Yeah. And behind us, there was a glass window where our team was. And they were all looking as well, going, yeah,
hang on.
Yeah.
So you're in a fucking aquarium tank?
No. We were out in the middle of the Southern Ocean.
Right, okay.
Out in the middle of the...
As soon as you said the glass there, I thought, fuck, she's at bloody...
They're in the boat. We were like 3 hours out of Port Lincoln.
This is sounding way more hardcore
Yeah,
now.
it was very hardcore.
3.5 hours.
Yeah, and on the way there, we got to swim with wild sea lions. There's some cove where they went, do you want to swim with sea lions? We went, yes, of course we do. But hang on a minute. Aren't we going out here specifically because you have big sharks? Don't sharks eat seals? Should we get in the water with the seals? And they're like, yeah, they never come in this bit. We went, okay.
How do they know that?
I don't know.
They got the radar.
They just reckon it?
They got that little the boat radar. You know, where they can always see what type of fish is there. Brim, shark, whale.
I don't know. Seal.
Yeah.
Fat lady from Melbourne. I don't know, but
have you ever seen those little radars on a boat? You can never. I mean, you would have been out fishing before.
yeah, but I've never looked at the radar.
I get around the radar, mate. You can't even understand what the fuck's going on. It just looks like a blur going on,
No.
and then you hear the guys at the front saying, "Oh, this is a thing," and it's
I'm out the back on the rod, mate. So
Yeah.
we're on here, boys. Yeah.
Have you ever caught a fish?
Never. Never in my life. I've held the rods many times.
Oh, that's what we could do. I mean, we've got a lot. We've got a lot in the calendar for Can We Be Real, but we
Go
could
out on a charter.
Well, we could do a Can We Be Real fishing trip.
Love it. I actually love it. I couldn't love it more.
We'd Rex hunt it though, wouldn't we? We'd have to throw them back out, to kiss them and throw them back.
Kiss them and throw them back.
Yeah, we weren't going to do anything else there, mate. Don't worry about that.
No, I'll eat them if someone else kills them. I eat fish.
All right, let's get into some bloody secrets. If you've got a secret you want to share it on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the link in the bio, or you can submit them by writing them in as well. Our first secret for today, I walked into the break room early one morning and caught one of the senior managers watching porn on his laptop
It happens.
with his headphones on and a cup of tea like he was watching the news.
Oh, no. God, that's so weird. I mean, how do you ever look at him again? How do you ever look at him again? Honestly. I mean, this isn't... You got to patch Danny in. This is an HR issue.
Yeah.
You got to patch Dan in for this one. You got to say, listen, I don't want to be an arsehole, but I walked into the break room this morning and there in front of God and everybody is Clive. Cup of tea in one hand. I don't want to tell you what was in the other hand, but I'll tell you what was on the laptop.
This is the thing. I'll say it here.
Yeah.
I've watched porn before.
Oh, mate,
Right.
we've all watched porn before.
I've never thought of having a cup of tea while watching porn. I'm pretty...
There's a lot.
That's not a cup of tea moment.
There's not a lot to
Are you having a
unpack
Scotch
here,
finger
as
as well
Mia
with
would
your
say.
tea as well, or like what are you doing?
Yeah, there are a couple of things to unpack here, as Mia would say, and one of them is the cup of tea, and one of them is the choice of venue, the choice of refreshment, and the choice of venue. Okay, that's what we've got a problem with, Clive. Okay, we don't have a problem with you watching porn. Okay, we all do it, and that's no dramas at all. But Clive, it's about the refreshment because that's just creepy, and the venue. It's not on, Clive.
Because also, whenever I do drink a hot drink,
Yep.
I do tend to make that noise of... Now, that noise and porn, just...
Right.
Not...
In the break room.
In the break room, yeah.
You know, like it's cumulative is the word I'm going to use. You know, it's like you walk in, it's bananas on bananas. I mean, you walk into the break room, you go, oh, fuck, Clive's here. Oh, he's slurping his tea. He's watching fucking porn.
Fucking hell.
It's bananas on bananas.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Does he care?
Well, he doesn't care.
He doesn't give a fuck, does he, this guy?
And that feels...
Do you think he wants to get fired, this
that's
bloke?
Right, and that feels...
Is he just waiting to get fired?
When I've had to been in close quarters with workmates watching porn, I have felt uncomfortable. And I mean, I don't know if this secret teller is a man or a lady, and I think it does make a difference. I think for women to be around men watching porn is really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it feels like he's taking over the space and he's turning the space into something sexualized. And you're like, I'm just here for my yo play. Like, I'm just here for my yogurt. You know, it's not cool, Clive. So, yeah, it's an HR issue, babes. You're going to have to patch Danny in.
Yeah,
And I'm going to have to contact Rajesh and say, we need a new file.
Yep.
Because people are starting to bring us very serious workplace issues, Rajesh. I'm sorry, mate. I can't help it if we have to keep adding files.
Yeah.
You and I are going to have a bloody workplace issue shortly.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah. So I'm filing this under patch Danny in.
All right, let's get into our first audio secret for today.
One time I was having an affair with this guy who was I think he was a fisherman. He'd go out on a fishing boat. Or maybe he just said that so he didn't ever have to commit to anyone, which is more likely. Anyway, we were both having affairs, I believe. Or anyway, I was young. I put it down to that. So I was going on my regular jaunt from Brisbane down to, I won't say where because in case that reveals who I am, even though I'm sure I'm not the only person who does this jaunt several times a year. But messaged him on my way from Brizzy and said, what are you doing? And he said, not much. And so stopped in at Gold Coast and had a quick shag in the hallway of his place. Didn't even get anywhere further. Then left and made my way down the Pacific motorway, highway, and was so turned on by...
It's a two-parter.
Oh, guys, this is a two-parter.
It's a two-parter.
It's a bloody two-parter.
What a cliffhanger. I was so turned on.
What do we do? Let's find out.
Shit.
I have considered leaving you guys with a cliffhanger there about what I was turned on by, but part two. So turned on by like just pulling over and having a quick shag in the hallway of this guy's place that I had to pull over and rub one out on the side of the Pacific Highway, and then a truck driver pulled up behind me, and I shagged him. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. That part's not true. No. A truck driver did pull over after, just as I was finishing, and I freaked out. Yeah, thought that he'd caught me, but no, that would be silly. But anyway, yeah. So then I went on my merry way.
I want to meet her.
She's a lot of fun.
She's a fucking lot of fun. Come to the live show.
I like you a lot. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're in the area, and
yes,
yeah. I love. Where did you pull over at the? I mean, there's so much detail in here on the Gold Coast motorway. Like, where did you pull over?
Oh, the Yatla Pies.
Yatla Pies, exactly what I was thinking. The car park of Yatla Pies, with a bit of luck. Somewhere, or that servo that's not far from there, just where the speed limit. You know where the speed limit changes from 100 to 110.
I think that's changed now, mate.
Bullshit.
Yeah, they've upgraded. They've upgraded the whole strip from Brisbane down to the GC.
Now I don't
Pretty
know.
much down to Varsity Lakes. You can keep it at 110. If anyone's in, this is very Brisbane local content.
Well, it
here,
is, but now
I mean, if you're
don't
travelling to
know-
the Gold Coast now, don't worry about getting the train down.
Don't know where I'd pull over to rub one out now.
Yeah,
because I was in my mind's eye. I was thinking, I know where I'd stop. I'd stop at that servo near where the.
You look to me like a kind of like a Warongari girl.
Yeah. No, I hear you. The bird song and the. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, and the big...
Or a Beanley.
The big high...
Logan.
I'm turned on by the big high
Springbrook.
walls along the side of the freeway.
Yeah,
you know, that's something
Nerang.
about... Yeah,
Nerang has
Nerang.
got-
Old school. Old bloody school. If I'm going to pull the car over for a wank, it's Nerang every day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they've got the nice paintings on the wall there as well.
The murals on the wall.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just civic-minded. It's
Yeah.
just got a good community feel. Yeah, so anyway...
What about the I don't even get inside the house,
Love
rooting on the bloody floor? You love that, do you?
Of the hallway.
Of the hallway?
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Just where the keys hang on that little...
Where the sneakers are piled up, the thongs and that.
Oh, it's a bit smelly there though, isn't it?
Nah, who
Bit
cares?
of sand on the floor?
Who cares,
Who cares?
mate? This is just rough
Just
and
on
ready.
the welcome mat.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. It's great. It's great. Yeah, next to that table where you throw your keys, great. Whew, I love this lady.
Yeah.
She's a lot of fun. Truck driver loved it. Rounded out the afternoon with the truck driver watching on. I mean, great. Just all good stuff.
Good on you.
I love you, princess.
Yeah. And would love to meet you. All right, let's get into the next secret.
When I was younger, probably about 15, my brother used to be obsessed with reversing my mother's car in and out of the driveway.
Me too.
Just in and out of the garage. I don't know why. He's 2 years younger than me, by the way. So he would do this periodically for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Anyway, one evening, my entire family was out and I had drunk a bottle of wine that I wasn't supposed to, and I got a little bit pissed. And I thought, I'm going to see what reversing the car in and out is all about. Like, it must be fun. So I did it. I reversed out, and when I came back in, I scratched the shit out of the side of my mother's car.
Yeah.
I said nothing.
Oh.
I just put everything back where it was, went to bed, and the next day everybody woke up, and I pretended like nothing happened. And he copped the blame because he was, known to be the car reverser in or outer.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lesson in that for all of us, eh? Just be careful what you become known for.
Yeah, your brand. What's your brand, mate?
That was his brand.
That was his brand.
His brand was...
His personal brand. Everyone's banging on about their personal brand these days. That's this guy's personal brand.
Yeah.
Fucked him up.
I mean, yeah, you live and die by your brand, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was all fun and games, all a bit of fun. Like, oh, I don't know, he just likes to reverse the car in and out. Oh, no, until the brand got him.
Yeah.
Poor bugger. I bet he still doesn't know. There's nothing.
Well, now he knows.
Yeah, now he knows. But do you remember those things? Like, it's so devastating when you get accused of something as a kid and you didn't do it. And your parents, and usually there's a sibling involved.
It's always the younger one that gets away with it, and the older one always cops it.
It's often, yeah. My sister always blamed me for doing things. Like she always told Mum I was hitting her, which I was not. I probably did sometimes, but I know that there were many times when I was not, in fact, assaulting her. And she go, Mum, she's hitting me. Did you have that?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, I've told you before, my brother was much smarter than me and would always outsmart me with everything.
I tell you what we had.
So I want to know between you and your sister who that was. Was it you or her that would always be? Because it sounds like she was the Nick in your scenario, where you were the one getting fucked over.
No, it was. We're both smart. She is smart, but it's also being the older. I was the older sister, and I was a bitch to her. Let's not be. I mean, from the day she was born, I was like, I don't want that thing coming around here.
Because it's taking attention off you.
Yes, I was living a really. I joke about it now about the halcyon 2.5 years I had with everyone to myself, and then she showed up, and she was really cute, and my grandma really loved her and all that, and I was like, how long is this thing hanging around? So yeah, so I was not very nice to her.
How would you go when they would talk about her achievements, like if she was doing well in something at school, or like, and if they were talking about her at a family function? Would you get in there to be like, well, I've also...
No, I can't remember. I don't think so. I mean...
Did you have like a ribbon wall where, like, for achievements of, like, what she had achieved?
She didn't achieve that much. Like, settle down. I wasn't fucking,
That's what our parents did. They had a wall of our ribbons.
What ribbons?
Like athletics or swimming or all that kind of stuff. And I had a lot of participation. He had a lot of, like the blue ones, which were the first place.
We weren't ribbon guys. In our family?
Guys,
no,
yeah.
We're not really ribbon guys. We're not really participation guys. We're not really. There weren't a lot of awards.
What about the drama? You would have been good at the drama.
No, I mean, we didn't have drama at school or anything like that. It wasn't until I went to uni.
What were you
good at? Reading.
Yeah.
Pretty good at reading. Okay.
Well, you're a reading award.
Oh, T-ball, obviously.
T-ball?
I was great
what about
at T-ball.
spelling bee? Did you ever win a spelling bee?
No, I'm a shit speller. I'm a terrible speller. I always get the ENC and ANCE mixed up, and I'm a terrible speller.
Really?
Yeah. And
What's your thing? Maths? Science?
No.
English?
No.
What are you good at?
I mean, I was pretty good at English. I was good at writing. I was good at writing at school, but also I was a complete underachiever. I was just could not be fucked. I was just like bare minimum guy.
Not competitive with your bigger sister, a younger sister?
My younger sister, no. So, and my daughter now is the same. She is bare minimum guy. She's like, if they ask for 500 words on something, she's writing 497.
I think everyone's that person.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Because now that I enjoy writing so much, I'm like, oh my God, this is so fabulous. I can't believe you get to write an essay about, the steps
to kill a mockingbird.
Yeah, or the steps that led to World War I. Oh, this is so great, Dale. It's such a great yarn. And she's like, I'm just going to fucking chatty.
Get back to TikTok.
Yeah. I'm just
chatty.
Well, I've said this before. I tell them to use Chatty, even though the school says don't.
Right.
But I'm like, you're still learning. You've still got to edit it, and you've still got to
And just take the dashes out. If you just take the dashes out, no one knows. Take the dashes out. You can't tell it's ChatGPT.
Real world skills.
Real world skills.
Taking the dashes out. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Have you seen my LinkedIn post lately?
No, but
get around it, mate. No dashes.
No, you take the dashes out.
Take the dashes out, mate.
But when you use words like furthermore, I'm like.
That's his other personality coming out.
Yeah, his other personality called ChatGPT coming out there. Furthermore.
Oh, whatever. I'm not going to spell check or bloody word check bloody ChatGPT.
No, I'm not asking you to.
I'm an efficient guy.
You are.
I'm now a bloody furthermore type of guy, apparently. What the fuck does furthermore even mean?
Exactly.
What does it mean?
It means, and on top of that,
So I'm saying that.
That's what you're saying, Bob.
Fucking great.
When you go, and furthermore,
and on top of that,
the data reveals that da-da-da. You mean, and on top of that, this shit's pretty cool, is what you're actually saying.
How great.
Yeah. I can read between the lines. I can translate Simon.
Yeah, but you know me.
I know, yeah.
The LinkedIn community, I just think I'm talking like bloody Barack Obama over here.
Yeah, that's what they think.
I had a dream.
He didn't say
Whatever,
that.
mate.
Oh, my God. That was another black guy. But it wasn't Barack Obama. Fucking hell. Yeah, I take it back. Stick with Chatty. Stick with Chatty. Yeah, but look, this is another reason why I'm lucky with my kids. They squabble over dumb shit like, what was the latest one? Just like Louie always storms into her bedroom and wanted to took a mouse pad. Oh my Christ, you should have heard the drama over this mouse pad. It was just like, and I can't stand it. I can't stand hearing it. So then I'm yelling. So then everyone's yelling, shut up, you shut up. No, you shut up.
Whose mouse pad is it?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm the boss and I say who shuts up. No, Mum, you can't
Do you say
shut
that?
up. Yeah.
I'm the boss.
I'm the boss and I say who shuts up. Yeah.
And so what happens then?
They both go, well, she should shut up. Well, no, he should. No one shuts up. So clearly I'm not the boss of anything. No one shuts up when I say shut up. But look, sibling, they're not competitive with each other. They start to get competitive about friends though. They're like,
I did this. I've got more friends than you.
No, yeah, but they will squabble over individual kids. She was my friend first.
Yeah.
All that?
Yeah, you didn't do this?
No.
That's the age group. Yeah. Oh, yeah, fuck
I didn't
yeah.
want to have Sherry's friends. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but I was older. So I'm like, I'm not hanging out with dumb babies. I'm not hanging out with kids.
Yeah.
Little kids. But these two are the same age. So they're like, she was my friend first. She likes me more. And I'm like, no one's going to like you if you keep carrying on like this.
My brother and I used to count our friends out, right? So Nick would go, I got more friends than you. I go, nah, I've got Mitch, Pete. And we'd sit there, right, at the dinner table, right, counting our friends out. And then like one of us would win sometimes because, friends come in and out.
Yeah. It's a dangerous game.
And then when you get then you're like, oh, fucking 6. Who else could be a friend of mine?
Can I still count Kyle? Or is that... He has moved to Canberra. He's moved to Canberra, but I still like him.
I can still remember sitting around the family kitchen table.
Wow.
And that being a conversation. But our parents just kind of like they were just eating.
This is it. I wish I could tune out.
And they would have just been like, these fuckers are just going on about how many friends they've got.
How boring are kids, fair income? That's what they would have been thinking. They're eating their chops thinking,
fuck, who cares,
they said
guys?
it'd be hard, but no one told me to be this boring. As they're eating their peas. And none of us could compete with my brother, Petey Poops. He has always had so many friends. He's got, and they've all got nicknames and, they were cute. They'd be in grade 9, but they were already cool. Like I'm 7 years older than him and I did hang out with him and his friends because they were so cool. Mocko's coming over. I'll be like, fuck yes, Mocko's coming over. This kid's 11 and I'm like, fucking yes. Oi, Mocko, do you want to...
I'm really glad I didn't ask you the question that I was going to ask you then, as soon as you said 11. Bloody hell.
Oh, yeah. No.
You're getting really excited about Mocko.
He's now in his 40s and I still haven't rooted Mocko. And neither would I. He's like a brother. Mocko's coming over. Shots is coming over. Bucker's coming over.
Did you ever root any of your brother's friends?
No. God, no.
Did your brother ever root any of your friends?
No. Well, we're 7 years apart, so I think the age gap, as you know now, his friends are too old for me. But even growing up or all that, no, I wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Did you ever have your eye on any of them though?
No, I thought they were little.
What about? Do you think that his friends had ever had it all?
Oh, no, you know what? It was more my sister's friends. It was more Sherry's because she was only like 3 years older than him. So I think there was a bit of crossover there. Yeah. I don't know for sure, but the vibe I get every now and then. Because my brother is so great. He's the ultimate peacemaker. He has very personal relationships with me and with my sister that he doesn't include us in on. Do you know what I mean? He would never gossip to me about her or gossip to her about me. He doesn't let you talk shit about people to him. He won't let me talk shit about my sister to him. He don't want to hear it. And I know he doesn't want to hear it from her.
He's the United Nations.
He is the United Nations of lorries, this guy.
And then who are you?
Well, you're Barack Obama, so I can't be that.
Would you be Trump? And then Sherry would be Putin.
I'd rather be Putin. Can I be Putin?
Actually, Yulia and I had this discussion today. She said, who do you like more, Putin or Trump? I said, ooh, okay. I think style-wise, I like Putin. Yeah. I think he's sharper. And she goes, I agree. She goes, What about Trump? She goes, he looks like a bit of a clown.
Yeah.
And the fake tan and stuff like that.
It's
So
mad.
he's harder to respect, right?
Yeah.
Where Putin, even though he's an evil fuck,
Yeah.
easier to respect because he's just sharp and
Oh, totally. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely, if I
would say you'd rather be Putin
I'd definitely rather be Putin
than Trumpy.
I mean, who are you going to hang out with?
Well, I don't think anyone gets to hang out with Trump, with Putin.
No, yeah, you do. You get to go on those,
he always keeps everyone at a distance at the boardroom table.
You get to go on those cool fishing trips where you're shirtless on the back of a horse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, true.
There'd be lots of hunting, I reckon there'd be lots of like singing of old Russian songs and drinking vodka and I think it'd
Just
be
manly shit.
Yes.
Just continuous manly shit.
Yes,
and every now and then
I would love that.
Smash out a bit of Lady Gaga.
Yeah, do
Don't
you
think?
reckon?
Oh, yeah.
When he's really blind.
Yeah.
Poker face, poker face. Yeah? But really blind. And he'd be like, don't you fucking tell anyone about this.
I was born this way. I was born this way.
I was born this way. We're not going to, Vlad. Relax.
Yeah.
It's a party.
Good times.
Yeah, definitely much prefer that. You go around to Donald's place and eating Macca's again.
Well, he's doing the YMCA all the time. He loves the YMCA, doesn't he? He just loves it.
Oh, he's so embarrassing. And he's not fun.
And the dance moves.
He's not fun at
and
Mar-a-Lago.
the dance moves.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
He's doing all that and talking about how he, there was a time when I would have rooted Ivanka, my daughter, but she's a bit old for me now.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, it's no fun at Mar-a-Lago.
All right, how do you file that one?
I don't. Oh, I just hope you've told your brother. It's not perfect.
Did you do this to your brother?
No, Petey Poops. God, no.
You didn't do anything and just blamed it, but you
doted on him. That's all I've
Yeah.
ever done. Doted on that child.
Were you a car reverser?
I think I was
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, when you're just getting your license and you're not allowed to drive anywhere, and you're like, I could reverse it down the driveway and back.
And I could see the type of reverser that you would be, which is the one hand on the other seat, right?
That one. I probably was copying my dad. Yep.
Because you hate it when there's a bloke who's trying to direct you into a reverse car, don't you?
Man. Oh, boys. When you're trying to park down the street and you just whack it into reverse and you're about to spin it in there, which I can very well, and some old man will appear in my rear vision mirror going, I'm like, you fucking died some with death standing there, mate. Yes, I know how to go. I know which way to go. Or when they stop in the middle of the street, if I'm standing there to cross the street, there's not a crossing, there's nothing. I'm just waiting for the cars to stop, and an old man will just stop his car and go, no, you fucking... Like, what are you doing? Just trying to tell me what to do. God.
You okay?
Oh, you reminded me. There's so many of them around my neighbourhood, mate.
All right. If you've got a secret you want to share it on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the link in the bio, or you can share it in the closed Facebook group as well. We'll catch you again tomorrow.